So, after looking for my son for 49 days, he just so happened to be at the same spot that I went to every day after I searched for him. In the process of searching, I found all kinds of stuff. I even found a child, which was never put out in the news that way, but praise God that somebody else had closure. But the last time I looked, I came and stood on this Seward on a Sunday, and I looked up this alley right here because I knew something happened right here. And I had searched this alley for months and cleaned it and everything. When I tell you it was clean. And I stood on this Seward and I rubbed my feet on the top of this Seward that Sunday. And I turned and looked at his little school friends and I said, y'all go home. I'm tired of looking. I went in 300 vacant houses. I went in every vacant building in the neighborhood. My baby was in this Seward the whole time.
Right here.
Right here in this Seward. I found him the color of snow.
And
this is the area where my child was after looking all these days. But I thank
this
God.
Is on this street. What street is?
This is Chalfonte.
This is Chalfonte between Sorrento
and Steele.
And Steele.
Yes. And this is the alley that I came to every single day to look for my child.
And you believe that he was drugged?
He was drugged down this alley and put in this Seward. And I found bleach bottles every day.
Wow. And he's
just thrown out.
In this sewer right here.
Yes.
What gave you the impetus to even search here and look inside of it?
The City of Detroit Water Board came out because the neighbors' sewers were backing up the Saturday before Labor Day, 4 days after I stopped looking, and they were like, they came out because people had been reporting that their basements and toilets were backed up. So the water board employee put on Facebook, how ironic is it, I went to work today and found a body floating in the sewer. This was the last place that I looked.
Yes.
The neighbor across the street here behind you just so happened to be on this gentleman's page. I had never been on Facebook before. And she called his aunt. She just so happened to be a friend of his aunt's. And she said, hey, not knowing how true it is, but somebody just put on Facebook that there's a body in the sewer across the street where you guys been looking at. So me and my sons rushed over here. The police had came. They had left. When they told me they were looking for a black female located in the alley, they never had a call to this Seward. When we got here, the tape was torn down, the police were gone, the water board was gone. Luckily, this lady had this on her Facebook page. She showed me the post. Me and my sons lifted the top up off this Seward, and my baby's body was stuck in it, swole. It took them hours to get him out. There were thousands of people trying to take photos and video it, and we were trying to block them. But when they pulled him out, I knew it was him because I knew what he had on. I had dropped him off.
Right. How deep was he?
He had floated all the way to the top.
Oh, and it was water below him.
Yeah. But he was swole. He had been in there for 48 days.
Right.
So he was the color of snow, white.
And he was a brown complected.
My color, yes.
Even he was.
Yes.
Wow.
So.
And you said you found empty bleach. So
I found empty bleach bottles almost every other day when I searched.
You feel that his killers
was pouring bleach in there to make sure that we didn't smell him. Because I stood on this Seward almost every day, but I never looked down.
Yes.
Until I stopped looking. So this is to you and to everybody else. I'm a child of God, and I know that when you give it to him, you have to let go and let God. And I didn't let go. I asked God for my child, and he said okay. And I heard him say okay, but I continued to look. Soon as I started searching, he gave him to me. So I got strength, and everybody like, how are you okay? Because God answered my prayer. He gave me my child.
Absolutely.
You know, had I not found my child, I don't know where I would be right now. You know, I still have other children. I have grandchildren. I have a life. I have a husband. You know, so I do stuff in this neighborhood to let everybody know that I'm a child of God and I love the Lord and I'm going to give back.
And please introduce yourself to
And my name is Brenda Burton.
And your son's name?
And my son's name is Ocean Lockett. Everybody called him Ham.
And the date he was found?
And the date he was found was September the 5th, 2015.
And he was missing on what
And
date?
he went missing on July 7th, 2015.
Right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with the Monthly Standard and our readers.
You're welcome.
And
You know, I just think you need to give back. I've given back to school rallies every year since then. This is my 7th annual back to school rally this day today. I do an annual picnic the 2nd June of every year where I have horses, bouncers, face painters. I just give back. Everything unlimited on me.
on a city park that you own
on an area that I have
on Finkel Avenue.
possession of on Finkel between Ward and Cheyenne.
And
And it's a greenery park, and it's called Ham's Place, better known as Oceans Park.
And so for you Monthly Standard readers, we want to keep this his memory alive, and we're definitely going to be promoting Miss Brenda's initiatives to honor her son and the greater community, because she feeds the community. She gives out book bags to the young students for the upcoming school years. So
I give a trunk or treat.
and she face painting. It's really a good thing. Out of tragedy, redemption and in hope
Yes.
springs eternal.
Yes.
And so thank you so much, Brenda.
In the name of Ham.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay.